In this video, we will talk about how we can use this special little ESP32CAM microcontroller to do a machine learning task. Machine learning is out there from a last couple of years where it is being used to classify and detect various type of things in an image, including person, cars, animals, etc. Mostly high-end configuration computers, many times even with GPU, are being used to do this. Raspberry Pi can also be used if we are fine with using a little lighter machine learning models. Now the big question is, can we use this tiny microcontroller to do a similar machine learning task of classifying something in an image? The answer is yes, but there will be some limitations. Specifically, what we will do in this video is that we will see how we can use an ESP32CAM to classify an image in two categories. The first category will be whether there is a person present in the image. Second, if there is no person present in the image. I have chosen to check for the person, but you can extend this task to detect something else, like maybe an animal in an image or some vehicle or anything else of your choice. This ESP32CAM microcontroller costs around £10 as per Amazon, or you may even get it cheaper from some other websites like eBay or Alibaba. You're free to check it out. Let's start with the hardware which we will need to perform this task of classifying a person. First thing which we will need is, of course, an ESP32CAM microcontroller. So this is how ESP32CAM microcontroller looks like. It has a 2 megapixel camera on the top. This camera rests on this silver block, which is actually a slot for the micro SD card. So the micro SD card can go in here. There is a white LED for flash, which is used while taking an image from the camera. There are several GPIO pins here, which are in random order, but we do not have to worry ourselves about this for this task. On the back side of ESP32CAM, you will see this reset button, which is used when we want to burn the code to ESP32CAM. Or in fact, in ESP32 terms, it is actually called as flashing the code. Okay, so it is similar to burning, flashing or uploading the code to the microcontroller. ESP32CAM has built-in 520 KB of SRAM and an external SPI RAM of 4 MB. This was a quick introduction about the ESP32CAM. Wait, what is missing? How will we connect this ESP32CAM to the computer? There is no USB connector port on the ESP32CAM, then how will we flash the code to the microcontroller itself? So for this, we will need a FTDI connector. This is how FTDI connector looks like. We'll connect this FTDI connector using some jumper wires to the ESP32CAM, and the FTDI connector will be connected to the PC with this cable. I have this breadboard lying around, so I will use this breadboard as well to make the connections, although it is not necessary. We will also be needing some male-to-male jumper cables if we are using the breadboard. Last thing which we will need are two different LEDs. I will use one red LED and one green LED. So when a person will be detected, I will make the green LED glow, and if a person is not there in an image, then the red LED will glow. Now I will make the connections required from FTDI to ESP32CAM according to this diagram. You can connect to 3.3 volt power supply, but I will suggest you to use 5 volt power supply because when you are using camera, it might not provide the sufficient current. As in our case, we will be taking live images from the camera to check for a person in an image, so I will connect to the 5 volt power supply. Connect jumper GPIO to ground when you are uploading the code. Once the code is uploaded, you have to remove this jumper wire. I will connect the red and green LEDs here to GPIO pins 2 and 14 respectively. And I will also connect a wire from ground to the cathode of LEDs. So this was about the hardware we need and how the connections are supposed to be from FTDI connector to the ESP32 cam.